Guys, I'm back. I'm back with another one, and I'm just going to be talking about BTC today. Obviously, I'm going to look through a few altcoins like I normally do. I'm going to go through BTC dominance, USDT dominance, and see where we are. As a lot of you will probably know, I've not really posted in the last couple of weeks. It'll be due to the fact that one of my really close friends, he went on holiday and he sadly passed away. But I'll talk a little bit more about that once we start getting into the video. So yeah, it's just going to be a quick, simple one today and see where we're at. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Right, so like I was saying, for the past few weeks I've not really posted a video because of my friend. He went away on holiday to Italy. It was a motorbike holiday that he goes to every single year. He literally goes with a group of friends that we all know, and unfortunately he lost his life whilst in Italy. So for the past few weeks we've been trying to get his body back from Italy. And we have managed to do that. We had to do a GoFundMe. I think it was around £30,000 to get him back. So we got him back, and unfortunately his funeral's on the 1st of November, so you probably won't see a video from me that week either. But I'll try my best to keep some updates going on BTC and where we could potentially be going. So yeah, this was my prediction on BTC, which in effect it's sort of like panned out. I knew we were going to come back into this area target, come up, point of control. We held above it, but not for long. We did drop back down inside, hit the value area low. We've pushed off from the value area low. At the minute we're at the point of control where most of the volume is. But if you can see, like most of these areas, these low volume nodes, it tends to move through them fairly fast. You know, if there's a high volume node like this here, it tends to chop around a little bit. You know, like we've come below here, this area, come below this area. We failed to push through that area. We then came back up into this area, and then we've moved through that low volume node fairly fast. Just like when we came down, we moved through the volume node fairly fast. So that's what you want to be keeping your eye on. These certain areas are where we're going to move fairly quick through them. So keep your eye on these areas. Excuse me. We're also, this is my prediction. I do want it to see it tag these areas below. It's not tagged the areas below yet. So I'll just be keeping an eye on them. I won't just jump in straight away and have a little look. I'll keep going and I'll just see where the potential trades are in these areas before I just take a long and a short. So yeah, these are the areas to keep an eye on at the minute. Like I say, we're at the point of control. Let me just remove these drawings. I don't really want to remove the drawings, but let me see if I can just get another chart up really quick of BTC. Yeah, we'll go with this one because it's a fairly clean chart. I'm just having a look at, potential fair value gaps. As you all know, I use fair value gaps. The only thing that that really worried me was volume. So as you can see with BTC, we started to push here. Volume stayed fairly level at this area. We continued to push. Volume started to decrease. Your candle started to get slightly weaker. We had another push here. And this here, this little push was just a shakeout. It was just to shake the people out that had gone short here at these areas. You know, you've got a little bearish fair value gap there. It never tagged into it, so I wouldn't have took that trade. But then we created another one here, tagged it at 61, came down, took out this low area of liquidity here. And then we've pushed off, created another bullish fair value gap here. We're also inside an order block. And volume started to increase as we were pushing up into them areas. Same again here, we had another push. But if you just keep an eye on these candles here, when we've had that volume push and the price moving as well, look at the candles getting weaker. The volume started to decline. The candles got weaker and we had a little dip. At the minute, we're in a bearish fair value gap. Nice and easy to mark off there. We've not even tagged that yet, so keep your eye on this area between 64.1 and 64.8. That's a good area to keep an eye on. Let me get my volume profile up. Like I say, we're at the point of control at the minute. Could see something a little bit similar to this, a little bit of choppiness around here. But the only downfall to where we're at the minute is the volume. The volume is declining again. So, like I say, these are certain areas to keep an eye on. Let's go and have a look at AVE. I want to have a little look at AVE. Now, before we do that, let's go to BTC dominance. Right. So this was my prediction on BTC dominance. Up, back down. Got a little order block there. Back up. To be honest, these order blocks aren't really relevant on BTC dominance, but they're in because that's the indicator that I like to keep on my chart. This here, what I've got marked out here, we had a weekly bearish fair value gap. That's the reason it's marked out. We can have a little look. That were a weekly bearish that we're inside at the minute. This was the area for it to push, and it pushed it. It did come up, down, choppiness. So we're in, at the minute we are still below it. We did come into it, we tagged it. You know, you go along on your altcoins here. It declined. Let's have a little look. A little drop, a little 2% drop. Not major really. So yeah, that's still my prediction on BTC dominance. If we go to the weekly, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. That's my prediction on BTC dominance. I'm not saying I'm going to be right, you know, we can be wrong. I'm just literally showing you what I'll be looking for. If we want this altcoin rally, we need to see this. This is exactly what we need to see to get the altcoin rally. Until then, I don't personally think it's going to happen. But we want to see this. And then we want to see it drop back into this point of control, which is at about 41%. USDT dominance. Let's have a look. Very choppy action. on the USDT dominance at the minute, daily. So just go back into that weekly. See how this area here in March all the way to August. So from August last year, September, October, you see how we had that big push in altcoins in October. USDT dominance dropped 50%. This area here, well, fantastic. Great area to long year altcoins. So when you're seeing all these sausages on Twitter and on YouTube, you don't really see them using anything like this, do you? You don't really see them showing your USDT dominance, your BTC dominance, none of this. All they say is, oh, Bitcoin's going to have this rally, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'll take the full of shit. I'm just going to be as blunt as I possibly can be. The full of shit. They ain't got a clue what they're going on about. You know, you could have used these order blocks to take you long these areas, October, down into there, in your altcoins. You know, you had 140 days of a nice rally, and then your altcoins dumped. You know, from here to here, it went up 78%. So it dropped 50, came up 78%. It's rather weird how it works out when it drops. This is why I always find it very strange. See, the decline there was 53%, but this tiny little move here was 77%. Which, if you look at how big that decline was and how small this upward trajectory was, that's more than that. Which don't make a lot of sense, but it's just how it is. Look, it's like this here, 156%. So if we go from that 156% and we drop down, the decline's only 60%. So it's very weird. I'm sorry about this pinging as well. I opened up Discord and I didn't mean to. Not Discord, Telegram, sorry. So yeah, we want to see this drop again. We don't want to see this keep going up. We don't want to see this. If we see that again, altcoins are going to dump. It's as simple as it can get. We want to see this. We want to see it now start to break structure and come back down into these areas. That's what we're looking at for the altcoin rally to occur again and for BTC to start pushing up. That's what we want to see. So yeah, we'll move off of that. Let's go into AVE. AVE. Let's get that off. AVE. Big order block on the weekly. Big order block on the daily. That were a nice little trade there for you. 1 to 1.9, 1.9 trade. Nice little trade there. Easy enough. Back into this order block. Push off again. So I like using these order blocks. The order blocks are really good. What else have we got? AMB. So we'll look at AMB. So we'll look at AMB. Let me just remove these drawings a minute. Have a little look. See, AMB at the minute on the daily is in a nice order block. You want to see it rally. Really. That's what we want to be looking at. we have got a bearish fair value gap on the daily here, which we've not tagged yet. But with AMB, we want to see it come up and we want to see it fire through it, hold it, and fire again. Something like that on AMB, that's what you want to be looking at. I'm in that trade at the minute. See how it goes. These areas here are very important in AMB. We took out this lower level liquidity from the 8th of January. So like I say, with USDT dominance, we want to see that start to decline. People starting to put the money back into these risk on assets and then pushing off. There was another one I wanted to look at. It's completely gone out of my head. I can't even think. Let me have a look. Is it on these? My watch list. Tau. No, look at Tau. Perfect example, Tau. Lovely little trade for you on Tau. I didn't take it. I should have taken it. It is what it is. Never mind. But can you see how these areas of liquidity did get taken? So I did show everybody there were a nice short in Tau at this area. We did have liquidity lying up there. And then we had all this liquidity lying up here. Tau's taken most of it. Well, it's taken all of that liquidity. The only bit of liquidity left above Tau is up here. So keep your eye on them areas. We've had a big rally in Tau though. An absolutely huge rally. So 140% move that. Absolutely fantastic. So I come into this bull, into the order block, pushed off, created a fair value gap, tagged it. We had a bare fair value gap here. That's where I took a short down to this lower level liquidity. And then it's taken out the higher level liquidity. Easy as that. Trades are that easy. Pendle. Let's have a little look at Pendle. See what's going on. Pendle, another one into this order block. Failed, dropped. Gap, drop. Equal lows there to take out. It's taken them out. And now it's starting to rally again. And you can use structure. Structure. High. Higher low. Or lower high, whichever way you want to say it. Higher high. Lower high. Higher high. Lower high. And now we're going to go push for this area now. In Pendle. 4.8. Possibly. That will be at the value area high as well. So keep an eye on Pendle. It's looking ripe. Ondo. Another strong coin, Ondo. We're at the point of control on Ondo at the minute. We could potentially be going for the value area high on Ondo. And we are in October or Uptober. But, you know, it could be completely different. I'm not saying it's just going to keep pushing. But you want to see it get into these low volume nodes. If it gets into these low volume nodes as it's pushing off, it's gonna rally through them fairly fast, just like it did here when it dropped. It dropped really fast. WorldCoin. Been keeping my eye on this because we have got a lot of liquidity lying above these coins now. We're at lows. I don't think it's going to drop that low, but we're at certain lows at the minute. These areas were a good short. Another good short there. These areas here, there's no volume at all. Look how low the volume is in these areas. come into that order block, tried to push off again, failed, dropped, tried again, dropped. These are little fake out moves, you know, like this. You know, if you were using market structure, up, failed to break below, people are going to be going long here. People are going to go long here because of market structure. You've also got fair value gaps along the way up as well in these areas. But he's failing to hold these fair value gaps. What else have we got here? Nia. Love Nia. Look, bullish fair value gap there. Failed to hold it. Came back up into it. Fired through it. Another bullish fair value gap there. Never really pushed through it as hard as what you really wanted to see before it could potentially rally. But we did have an order block here. Tagged into this order block. And then rallied off. Nice and easy. With, at the minute, we're at the value area high. We're inside a big order block. Yeah, keep an eye on whiff. Got a fair value gap on whiff in here. So if you want to take a shot on whiff, so if you take a shot on whiff here, obviously you're going to need your stop loss there. It's not really a good risk to reward, so I won't be touching that. But it could have a nice decline. But I won't be touching that. Solana, the most choppiest trade of them all. I don't like Solana. I used to love Solana. I was trading Solana originally when it were down here. When it were like in the $20 mark. But then I started to dislike it, so I left it. So yeah, like I was saying about Sol, my apologies, I had a phone call. I had to take the call. But yeah, Sol, I used to love it. Don't really like it anymore. Don't really trade it. But I'm probably gonna cut it off here, and I will come back with another video later on this week. As always, you know, like, subscribe, you know, get the video out there. Let's try to get my channel to 1,000 subs. That's my aim of the game. I have got a lot on, like I say, obviously with my friend passing away, and I'm running my own business at the minute, which is very tiring. So I will try and keep you updated as much as I can. And obviously, if you want to donate, I've got the buy me a coffee. You know, just to show me your love, show me that you're still enjoying my videos, guys. And yeah, I'm out of here, and I will catch you in the next one. Happy trading, guys.